All right. Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus Clark, had a tough loss today in the 101-93 game against the Dallas Wings. However, she was able to set the WNBA assist record this game with 19 assists. What are some of the reasons you think Indiana just wasn't able to pull off this victory tonight? The Las Vegas Aces dropped another game this week. Is it still looking like they're going to three-peat this season? Also, what are your predictions for WNBA All-Star? We're going to look at some highlights from tonight's game and talk about everything right after the intro.
McCowan, who couldn't finish, behind the back again for Clark.
Ooh! Oh, White Jesus with the behind the back pass. My goodness, it was good pass after good pass after good pass this game. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? But it was a tough loss for Indiana nonetheless. We are going to talk about it. What's up, everybody? What's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your new home for all things women's basketball, okay? I'm your host, CJSoFoolish. And welcome to another post-game live. How is everyone tonight? What's up, Lisa G? What's up, Rhonda Stewart? What's up, Sade? FM, I see you. What's up, James? ADHD, what's up, everybody? What a game. What a game. We're going to get into it. Before we get into it, guys, if you are a returning viewer, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in episode after episode, game after game. And if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to the W360 and tell a friend to tell a friend and tell another friend, okay? The channel has just surpassed 3,000 subscribers, which is nuts. So thank you guys so much for spreading the word and subscribing. I really appreciate it. I feel like just a few days ago, we were just like celebrating that we had reached our first 1,000 subscribers. So the channel is growing. I appreciate everyone so much, okay? Thank you. All right, let's talk about this game tonight between Indiana Fever and the Dallas Wings. What a tough loss. I mean, my God. My goodness. This was tough. I was screaming at the TV. Some of the things I was screaming was, set a screen. Set a screen. What are you doing? Oh, hit the open shot. Hit the open shot. 19 assists were low. Make the layup. Caitlin Clark, White Jesus, had a phenomenal game tonight. Aaliyah Boston had a phenomenal game tonight. However, the rest of the team is ready for the Olympic break. The rest of the team is ready for the Olympic break. You can tell they were just out there looking at the clock like, is this over yet? Seriously, I don't know where Nalissa Smith head was in this game. She just had a lot of airhead events in this game. A few times I was like, Nalissa, what? Get your head in the game. What is wrong with you, Nalissa? What's the problem? No, but too many open missed shots. This team needs a consistent shooter. A consistent shooter. A spot-up shooter, someone that's going to hit that corner jumper, and someone that you can consistently dish out to when White Jesus penetrates. This team doesn't have that. This team does not have that. It's a 30-70 chance. And I'm not saying, I don't know if I'm asking for too much. I'm just asking you to hit wide open shots as a professional basketball player. That's all. That's it. Is that too much to ask? You guys let me know. I'm just asking for you all to hit wide open layups as a professional. Is that too much to ask? You don't have to hit every one, but we're asking you to hit at least 3 out of 100. Seriously. Second thing. You. Nothing. You did nothing to help this team. The main thing, she made no adjustments. Christy? None. This Dallas team has 6'7" centers. This team is getting pounded on the inside. Pounded. Someone says, are you talking about CC misses his threes as well? Absolutely. But guess what she did? Caitlin Clark made the adjustment. She started going to the basket. Now back to you. One of the adjustments that I would have loved to see Christy Sides make is on the defensive end. Tierra McCowan is 6'12", 270 pounds. Why aren't you double teaming her and zoning the perimeter? Send a weak side double team, and you zone the perimeter. Nobody is going to shoot consistently on Dallas but Odyssey Sims and Enrique Ogunbowale, and Enrique is going to shoot the lights out the gym, or she's going to shoot the loss in the gym. You never know. But if you're getting pounded on the inside, make a defensive adjustment. At least try it. Do you see how they play Asia Wilson? As soon as Asia Wilson starts getting hot in the paint, what does the opposing team do? They send a double team. Why don't you send a double team, Christy? And when we say send and make an adjustment, we don't mean to play Erica Willer. We're talking about a team adjustment, a play call adjustment. So if anything, I would have loved to see her make definitely a defensive adjustment as far as guarding the paint. Send a double team and zone the perimeter, Christy. Try it. Tierra McCowan is not that good. She's just huge. You could double team her. Seriously. But nonetheless, too many open missed shots. Too many open missed shots. It's just too many open missed shots. This team needs a consistent shooter besides Caitlin Clark, White Jesus. They need a consistent shooter. That's their role. Lexi Hall does great on defense, but she's turning into an offensive liability. Seriously. We said Wheeler just isn't good. Erica Wheeler does nothing for this team. Nothing. If you watched the Vegas game last night, the worst player in this league is Sydney Colson. And she got in the game last night and made a difference. Sydney Colson for Las Vegas. She had 2 huge steals. Erica Wheeler gets in the game and bounces it off her little foot. Her and that headband, they just run in the game and say, I'm going to get a turnover, and then she turns around and run back out. Nothing. Erica Wheeler brings nothing to this team. Nothing. Oh, not you. It's good she's on the bench. But yeah, Erica Wheeler brings nothing to this team. overall, this team just does not have any weapons. Aaliyah Boston is playing phenomenally. She's gotten in shape. Her and White Sheezers have found their rhythm. Aaliyah Boston was playing strong this game. She had a strong game. Aaliyah Boston ended the game with 28 points and 8 rebounds. She had a strong game. So thank you so much for the super chat. ADHD God says, thank you so much for the $9.99. Says 19 assists, new WNBA record. You're right, Black Sheezers. If Fever hits more open shots, assists would have been 20 plus assists. Congratulations, Dallas Wings. Yes. Yes, I know Erica only played 4 minutes. Yes, she only played 4 minutes, but this is just another issue on this team. There's no help. She gets in the game and does nothing. She has a turnover, 1 or 2. She does nothing. There's no help. No help. No help whatsoever. But Aaliyah Boston, she definitely had a solid game. The chemistry between Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark is there, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue to get better and better. So as they develop that chemistry between both of them and become more of a threat, what the main issue that's going to be highlighted is this team needs a consistent shooter. A consistent shooter. That way that the teams won't be able to throw traps at Caitlin Clark because they know she don't have anyone to throw it to. She doesn't have anyone to throw it to, so they're going to continue to blitz her and trap her. Especially when Aaliyah Boston is in foul trouble. They're going to blitz her and trap her. Who is she going to throw it to on the wing? Kelsey Mitchell is a hit or miss. Lexi Hall is a miss. Nalissa Smith is a hit or miss. This team needs a consistent shooter. That's it. Let's take a look at some key plays from the game, guys. Let's take a look at some key plays from the game. Like I said, a WNBA record was set tonight. A single game assist record. White Sheezers set the single game assist record with 19 assists, 24 points and 6 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston had a monstrous game, 28 points, 8 rebounds. Now, Alyssa Smith had ended up with a double-double. She had 13 points, 12 rebounds, and Kelsey Mitchell had a quiet 13 points, 1 assist. Another player, Damaris Dantes, had another solid game for the Indiana Fever. She ended the game with 6 points, 3 rebounds. So after the break, I would definitely love to see Damaris gets more minutes. I think she is clutch coming off the bench. She gives a good, solid presence on the inside, and she can hit the outside shot. So she's a great addition to this team. I want to look at some key plays, and then we're going to come back and talk about White Sheezers' game. Or actually, we can talk about it now. As far as White Sheezers, she played so much more aggressive this game. As far as getting to the basket, you can see her developing that more. She wasn't hitting at first, right? So you can see her reading the defense. Before, we couldn't pay her to drive. You can pay her to penetrate and go up, right? Now, White Sheezers is splitting the double team. She's breaking down her defender. She's going behind her back. It's phenomenal to see the development and growth, but she played with a lot more aggression this game to get to the paint. Now, if she just has a consistent shooter that she could kick out to, Aaliyah Boston stays in shape and plays strong. We're talking about a team that won't just get to the playoffs, but they'll also make some noise in the playoffs. It's only 12 teams. It's only 12 teams. They get a consistent shooter. This team can be in the top 5. This team could be in the top 5. Seriously. All right. Goodness rated boo. Martin, Floyer, Gabby, Marshall could shoot better than the Fever personnel. Guys, that is a great point. One thing I think about players like Monica Cesano, Gabby Marshall, Alexis Morris. Who was the other girl from LSU, the forward, their championship year? The tall one, or even the 3-point shooter, the blonde. the three-point shooter from LSU, who was the reason why they won the championship game, who hit all the threes. I just think about all these players that could be a part of teams in this league. And I keep hearing WNBA players, this is the hardest league in the world to make. These are the best 144. If Erica Wheeler and Christy Wallace could have a roster spot, you're telling me Gabby Marshall can't play on this team? Monica Cesano can't have a spot in this league? Did you see Dallas? Do you see teams? I watch all 12 teams of this league. You're telling me these women can't be on a team because the competition is too tough? Baloney. Jasmine Carson. Yes. Jasmine Carson can't play on this team. Let's take a look at some key plays and let's come back and talk about it, okay?
Few shifts, a downshift there, the deceleration and the finish at the rim. Clark goes
Getting to the
back.
aggressive, like I said.
And that electrifies the crowd. Little stank face on that one.
Haley Van Lith could never play in this league. Definitely
And here comes
aggressive this game. And one, White Jesus!
for Clark. These last two whistles for me are very questionable. I love the speed of Caitlin Clark, the push
White Jesus!
through the lane. Boston.
Aaliyah Boston on fire.
Aaliyah Boston hits her 7th three of the season.
Aaliyah Boston on fire this game. White Jesus for the three.
Her first three.
For the three.
Monica McNutt, Angel Gray with you. Last game before the Olympic break and the
As I said, Damaris Dantes, solid player. Solid player that gives great minutes when she get in this game. This is mainly what she's providing when she gets in this game, which is solid points, solid presence on the inside, and definitely a solid defensive presence as well.
Monica McNutt,
Shooter's
Angel
touch.
Gray with you.
Much needed basket here.
The Olympic break and the entire WNBA as Dantes gets. Got to look there at Christie's sides like Coach
Great
Smith in her
pass.
second year.
Great pass.
Melissa Smith. Few shifts, a downshift there, the deceleration and the finish at the rim. Clark goes
Ooh!
back to get
Ooh!
Sims, and that electrifies the crowd. Little stank face on that one.
Yes, Monica McNutt had smart to say. You're right. Aaliyah Boston, aggressive this game. Aaliyah Boston with the block. We've been begging her all season to do this, and Aaliyah Boston is having consistency in her presence as well.
But she still got fouled. Wow. First of all,
Caitlin was playing with a level of
willingness to
confidence
make a
this
behind
game.
the back pass in traffic. Not lacking confidence at all.
That's right, Monica McNutt, smart to say. You are absolutely correct. Monica McNutt, smart to say, had to call this game and watch White Jesus, the player that she said is not Rookie of the Year, watch White Jesus break another record. Monica McNutt, smart to say, this has been so amazing to watch you have to call these past two games and watch White Jesus do White Jesus thing. Monica McNutt, smart to say, this has been hilarious. Hilarious. I'm wondering if she's going to change her stance on the Rookie of the Year debate and conversation. Monica McNutt, smart to say. I just wonder. But it was phenomenal to listen to her call this game. I really wanted Indiana to pull this off for that reason as well. Seriously. All right, so just to kind of wrap up this game, tough loss, but this was a game that I knew was going to be a fast-paced game. These two teams are very, very similar teams. Not very strong on the defensive end of the court. Very, very fast-paced, and it was just going to come down to who scored the most points. This was going to be a high-scoring game. Neither team played defense. But when Arike Ogunbowale hit that buzzer beater. She hit that wild shot that she threw up. I knew the game was over. It became a 2-possession game, and I said they're going to have to win this game in the half-court offense, which half-court offense in clutch time game situations takes good coaching. And that's not what this team has. Not even close. This coach stinks. She's a stinky, dirty diaper. So it wasn't going to happen. I knew they weren't going to win when Arike Ogunbowale hit the game-winning shot. It takes good coaching to win close games in 2-3 possession games. It takes really good coaching. So it wasn't going to happen. Unfortunately, Indiana will go into the Olympic break with this loss. I hope that they can continue the momentum and the chemistry, and they don't go off into the break and just forget how to play the game. Don't go into the break and just forget everything that Hopefully they can come back well rested. I noticed that the commentary said that White Jesus said she's going to take a break. I think she said she's going to go to Mexico and go on the beach. You do it, White Jesus. You deserve. Nalissa Smith will probably be in Connecticut somewhere. Hopefully Kelsey Mitchell. Hopefully they all just take some time away and just take a break. They have 3.5 weeks off. Take a break. Come back well rested, and have a very, very strong second half of the season. And like I said, I think this team could definitely make some noise in the playoffs. Seriously. All right. And on Dallas Wings side, I really like the coach Trammell. I like her. I've said in the beginning of the season, she's a coach that I'm going to sit and have a drink with one day. One day. But Arike Ogunbowale had a good game. She ended the game with 24 points. Odyssey Sims had a good game. She ended the game with 24 points as well. Overall, Dallas played well tonight. They're the last team in the league because of the injuries that they've had, but Dallas played well overall tonight. Odyssey Sims had a really good game, and she's been a great addition to Dallas as well. So they got to find a way to keep her. They have to find a way to keep Odyssey Sims. And possibly turn around in the second half of this season. Who knows? I'll be watching to see. I like the Wings coach too. Yes, I love Coach Trammell. She seems so cool and down to earth. I'm going to have a drink with her. It's on my wish list. I'm going to meet up with her somewhere out here in Dallas, and I'm definitely going to Coach Trammell seems like a really cool, laid-back coach. I think she gives Arike way too much of a green light, but Arike, that's her organization. That's her team. So that's her organization, all right? Nonetheless, best of luck to Coach Trammell. I root for her as well. I like her. She seems very well-rounded. She's not like Coach Reeve. All right. Around the WNBA, what's happening around the WNBA? The back-to-back two-time defending champions, Las Vegas Aces, was upset by the Chicago Sky in the 93-85 loss last night. The Chicago Sky led by as much as 21 points at one point in the game. Listen, did you guys tune into this game last night? Did you guys watch the Vegas and Chicago Sky game last night? What a game. What a game. Vegas did not have an answer for Kennedy Carter, okay? She ended the game with 30. Kennedy Carter ended the game with 34 points last night. They just didn't have an answer. Rhonda said, I watched some of it. It was a good game. They did not have an answer for Kennedy Carter. Kelsey Plum was on skates. They switched, Becky Hammond switched Kelsey Plum off of her and put Tiffany Hayes on her. She couldn't guard her. Jackie Young couldn't guard her. I think that Vegas will three-peat. I don't know. I've said it earlier in the season. I've said it in earlier episodes that Vegas will repeat. I don't think I'm being delusional. I still think they will three-peat just because I don't think there's enough talent in the league. There's only two other teams in this league that can challenge them, and that's New York, and Connecticut. That's it. That's it. So I think Vegas has that to their advantage. But if they don't, come out and play defense, they might kind of let this three-peat slip away from them. Kelsey Plum, she stunk up the place. She was a stinky, dirty diaper last night. Kelsey Plum, she ended the game with 8 points on 4 for 17 shooting and 0 of 8 from the 3. I think Becky Hammond should have definitely pulled her sooner out the game. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Askabam, your arch nemesis, the W180 is looking for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, the Aces did not have an answer for Kennedy Carter. If Kennedy Carter wasn't so cuckoo, it would be really, really easy to root for her because I don't think not much of anyone can guard her in this league. Not much of anyone. Hopefully she can tone down some of the violence and but she's a baller. No, I mean that girl, she can play. She's really, really good. Even when she was at Texas A&M, she was good. She's always been good. She's just always been a little off. Nonetheless, Kelsey Plum stuck up the place. Not White Sheets, it's Kate Martin, aka White Money. She got hurt last night, wasn't able to return to the game. So it resulted in Becky Hammond putting the worst player in this league, Sydney Colson, in the game. She got in and got 2 steals, but I don't care what no one says. Sydney Colson is the worst player in this league. She cannot be taken seriously. But yes, Asia Wilson had another MVP performance. She had 28 points, 14 rebounds. Tiffany Hayes had 19 points. All right. Keep in mind, this Vegas team has 3 Olympians. 3. On this team. Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and Chelsea Gray. 3 Olympians on this team. And you guys are losing ball games to a team like Chicago Sky. I hope you all don't take this type of play to Paris. I'll be watching and following. But you guys were the best players in the league. The Olympic team was composed of the strongest, most experienced, best players in the league. This is the strongest league in the world. These are the best players in the world. I'm sorry, you guys right. 4 Olympians on this team. Jackie Young, you're right. Jackie Young, who's my favorite player, one of my favorite guards in the league. Someone said Gray looks hurt. She was hurt. Chelsea Gray she still looks a few steps behind, and she looks slower, which is another reason, one of my questions that I asked earlier in the season is, you guys are taking a hurt player to Paris? She's hurt. You guys would rather put a hurt player who's still recovering. Chelsea Gray is probably about 3 steps too slow. About 3 steps behind. And you're taking her to Paris? Kelsey Plum is hit or miss. And Chelsea Gray looks like she still has to get in shape. So thank you so much for the super chat, Barry Allen. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So that's concerning. This team, the super team, the best team in the league, before heading off to Paris, team with 4 Olympians, you're losing to a team like Chicago Sky who hasn't even figured out their rotations yet. It's concerning. Nonetheless, Angel Reese ended the game. She had a double-double. She ended the game with 13 points, 10 rebounds. She shot 4 for 10 from the floor. And Marina Mabry had 15 points, 3 steals. Now, speaking of Marina Mabry, in other news around the WNBA, it was announced earlier today that Marina Mabry has been traded to the Connecticut Sun. This trade was funny to me. My goodness. Marina Mabrey was traded from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun. Connecticut Sun features Dejanay Carrington. And guys, if you know, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 5. James says, I'm not here. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now, if you watch the league, Marina Mabrey and Dejanay Carrington, you guys know Dejanay Carrington. She's the one that's all in the list's head. You know, they both have whatever they have going on. Marina Mabrey and Dejanay Carrington hate each other. They hate each other. They've been going back and forth at each other over the past couple of years. They never got along. So for Marina Mabrey to be traded to this team, this is going to be something to say. And if you're not familiar with their interactions, I have just a little snippet of Marina Mabrey and Dejanay Carrington kind of going back and forth here, so you can see who's about to be playing together. She said, "I hate that B." Oh my goodness.
Carrington and Mabrey, a little extra stuff. And a
Technical fouls.
technical foul called on Mabrey.
My goodness, that is going to be hilarious to watch. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in this first practice after the Olympic break, because you know Dejanay Carrington don't like white people. Dejanay Carrington does not like white people, so she has the ultimate. This is going to be hilarious. Funny. All right, so the trade is interesting because like I said, Marina joined Dejanay Carrington, but the trade details, excuse me, as far as the trade details, it includes the Sun will get Marina Mabrey and a 2025 second-round pick. The Sky will get Rachel Benham, Mariah Jefferson, and a 2025 first-round pick and a 2026 first-round pick swap. Okay? So we also expect to see a lot more trades happening around the WNBA, guys, as the WNBA trade deadline is approaching on August the 20th. Now, a question for the chat. Who are some trades that you guys are hoping to see before the trade deadline? I would love to hear you guys. Who are some trades that you guys are hoping to see before August the 20th, which is the trade deadline? Who do you want to see traded? Thank you so much, Suspria 1966. This fever game was White Sheezus, She-Hulk Sheezus, and the Stinky Sheezuses. Hashtag fire size. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Allison Joy says, anyone for Erica Wheeler? Aaron Torres says Wheeler. Goodness Bo says Mitchell. Robert H says we need Mitchell gone. Lester says Christy sides for a bag of chips. Oh. Y'all are crazy in this chat. This was a serious question. Kate Martin to the fever. Okay. Jose says, that's why maybe traded to the Sun, additional firepower. AB in shape is inspiring. Yes. Cindy Hudson says, Erica Wheeler, free. Take her. Sade says Kate Martin, a.k.a. White Money to the Fever. I would love to see Kate Martin come to Indiana. Katie Lou for Carly. All right, Wheeler for Kate Martin. I would love to see Erica Wheeler traded, but listen, you have to pick between the two. Christy Sides, or not Christy Sides, Christy or Erica Wheeler. Christy Wallace or Erica Wheeler. You have to pick. They're not going to trade them both. So if you have to pick Christy Sides or Christy Wallace or Erica Wheeler. Someone said trade Wheeler and Sides for a vacation. I'm really interested. Wheeler 100%. So the majority is asking for Wheeler to be traded. So you guys would take Nalissa Smith to be gone. I don't think they'll trade Nalissa Smith. If anything, I think Nalissa Smith will probably request to be traded. So I don't know. We'll see. Wheeler, both. Wheeler. Y'all are funny in this chat. I love reading this chat sometimes. Y'all are hilarious in this chat. So yes, guys, be sure to make sure you keep up with follow me on Twitter as well at the W360_. We're going to keep up with the trade announcements. I'm looking forward to seeing what trades Indiana will make. Hopefully Christy Sides and Dunn can put their heads together and get one piece of a brain working to make a good trade to the team. So we'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned, okay? Also, the WNBA All-Star break starts tomorrow, July 18th, and it lasts through the end of the weekend. And the Olympic break begins and runs through August the 14th, okay? Speaking of All-Star, the WNBA game will be this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. All right, so it was announced today that the basketball legend Cheryl Miller is set to lead the WNBA All-Stars as they take on the USA Women's National Team in Phoenix. So Cheryl Miller will be coaching White Jesus. That's going to be amazing to see. And then Cheryl Reeve, she's going to be coaching the USA team. Now, if you notice that they're already trying to put that narrative out there that, the Olympic team, they're probably not going to play very hard. They're going to get some rest. No. The Olympic team better come out and play good, because I don't want to hear it if this All-Star team beat the Olympic team. I don't want to hear any excuses. None. Don't say, oh, this was just for fun. No. You go out there, guys, and you play hard. I hope the All-Stars win. I hope the WNBA All-Stars led by White Jesus beat the Olympic team. Oh, that would be an ultimate laugh for me. That would be an ultimate laugh for me. Nonetheless, this game should be so much fun. It should be a lot of fun, okay? Where are we at, guys? Just to wrap up, guys, just some scores from around the WNBA. New York defeated Connecticut yesterday, 82-74. Seattle defeated the Sparks, 89-83. Okay, we're right on time. Good. Seattle defeated the Sparks, 89-83. Phoenix Mercury defeated the Mystics, 96-87. And earlier today, Cheryl Reeve. And the Minnesota Lynx defeated Atlanta 86-79. Okay? All right. What do you guys? They also owed and doomed that Olympic team. I agree. I think the Olympic team needed some younger, fresher faces. All right, girls. And guys and boys, girls, and he's, she's, they, them, we's, guys. That's going to wrap up tonight's episode. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. James, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to go live after the All-Star game, and then I'm going to give you guys some updates on the channel as far as what will take place during the Olympic 3.5-week break. So be sure, if you're not following me on Twitter as well, definitely follow me at the W360_, okay? Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a safe night, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and peace and soul grease.